if you want to know how to use a nested tuplet like I did in that fill, stay tuned. Welcome. This week we're going to look at the syncopation book in a different way. We're going to apply nested tuplets, specifically using triplets. Now before we get into that, please click the red subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Like I said, usually I've been doing a bunch of exercises using the book with regards to independence. However, we'll be able to take a look at playing these rhythms melodically and filling them in or embellishing them using nested tuplets. Okay, so let me get to the drum set and show you how it's done. Now the first thing we want to take a look at is how to play just regular triplets. So first we look at the triplets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then those being eighth note triplets, we put a triplet on each of the eighth note triplets. So that sounds like this. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4. Okay, so it sounds really thick, right? It gives you that thick embellished feel as though you're playing very, very fast. But you're not. You're really thinking in terms of eighth note triplets. You're not really thinking that fast. Your hands may be moving quickly, depending on the tempo, but you're really only thinking of eighth note triplets. Now there's a way to embellish these specific rhythms on page 37 in the syncopation book, exercise 1, by articulating each of the notes as an accent on part of the triplet. That makes those eighth notes in those exercises swung eighth notes. So instead of being 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, they sound like this. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Swung eighth notes. Further still, we fill in the space in between those swung eighth notes with our regular single stroke triplets. So if we look at the first bar of that famous page, it would sound like and look like on the page like this. Make sure to download the transcription for this, right? 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Okay? So now you see how we're able to play triplets and also articulate the rhythm that's in that first bar. That's a pretty common thing that especially jazz drummers do when they solo. All right, now it gets interesting. We're going to place triplets, like I said before, on each eighth note triplet, and you'll find that the particular sticking that we use with the regular triplets is the same as with the nested triplets. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Okay? It feels a little strange, and you have to make sure that you count those triplets. At least I do. Because otherwise, it's really easy to get a little confused with, you know, what exactly are my hands doing? And if you ever have that little panicked feeling, it usually comes off the rails. So make sure to keep counting your triplets. Do it out loud at first, you know, like 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 2 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 3 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 4 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1. Like that. There's a whole lot going on there. You're counting, you're playing the nested triplets, you're also accenting the figure. It's a whole heap going on. All right, so here it is, or here is, an example of the first 3 lines played on this snare drum, reading the first 3 lines of that page. And I'm going to play 4 on the floor on the kick drum and 2 and 4 in the hi-hat. Okay? So check it out. Here we go. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and play the same thing, but I'm going to orchestrate this concept on the whole drum set. Check it out. And there you have it. Yeah, that's a little tough when you start to orchestrate it like that. If you like this video, click like and share it. For more drumming info, go to joinaubrey.drumlessons.com. That's it for this week, and I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching my video. If you liked it, show a little love and hit subscribe. Make sure to enable your notifications because I make these for you all on a weekly basis.